Whole bone-in chicken thighs are still reasonably priced, and pressure canning them is a great way to preserve and make them shelf stable. I'll show you this entire process from start to finish. Stay tuned. I got these whole bone-in skin-on chicken thighs at a great price, and my freezer is full, so I'm going to pressure can them today. I cleaned the chicken and I trimmed off any excess fat. You can take the skin off completely, but I like to keep the skin on the top. You will see this will produce a fat cap around the top when canning, and that is okay. You just don't want too much fat or your lids won't seal. I washed my jars, lids, and rings. Today I'm using quart jars, and this will be a raw pack, so everything is cold or at room temperature. You can also can chicken legs or a combo of thighs and legs. My family likes thighs, so that's what I can. These are nice chicken thighs, so I was able to pack in 3 to 4 per quart jar. You will need to play around as far as arranging the chicken pieces in the jar. Just take your time and make sure you have 1 to 1 1/4 inch head space. You can also add salt if you wish, but I don't. Also, the chicken will produce a little bit of liquid during the processing. I'd like to take a break here and mention that this video is part of the Canuary 2023 collaboration hosted by Lisa at USDA'S and sponsored by 4Jars. I am part of 15 YouTube channels that are participating in the Canuary collaboration, and I will list the other channels and links in the description box below. All the channels will be contributing to canning videos throughout the month of January. The company 4Jars Canning Supply has been very generous and is sponsoring the Canuary collaboration. And you have a chance to win some great prizes, and this is how it works. There will be a video uploaded daily in the month of January. When you leave a comment in any of the participating Canuary videos, you will be automatically entered for the prizes. Lisa at USDA'S will be announcing the winners at a live finale on January 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it, you might be a winner, and good luck. Giving the rims of the jars a wipe with a white vinegar cloth. Placing on my lids and my rings finger tight. I added 2 inches of water to the pressure canner with a splash of white vinegar, placed the inner rack inside, and loaded the jars. Unlike water bath canning, you don't want the jars to be covered with water. Just bring the water up to around the neck of the jars. Turning the heat on high, and everything will be brought up to temperature together. For pressure canning whole bone-in chicken thighs in quart jars, it is 75 minutes, and pint jars, it's 65 minutes. Here in Pennsylvania, and at our elevation, I use 10 pounds of pressure. You will need to check the USDA guidelines for where you are located, and I will leave a link below in the description box. Placing on my canner lid and locking in place. Turning my heat on high, venting for a full 10 minutes, placing on my 10-pound weight gauge, bringing up to 10 pounds of pressure, adjusting the heat to the lowest setting while still maintaining the 10 pounds of pressure, and then setting my timer and processing for 75 minutes. On my electric stove, that sweet spot is around a 4 to a 5, but every stove and location is different, so you will need to observe and adjust accordingly. After 75 minutes, I'm turning off my heat and letting it rest until the pressure completely comes down to 0, and this is going to take about 45 minutes. And you don't want to rush this process. After the gauge registers 0, remove the weighted gauge and let the jar set 15 more minutes before removing the lid. And just look at those beauties. I'm so glad I didn't have to make freezer space. This chicken is going to be great for a lot of different recipes. I can use the chicken in soups, pies, casseroles, sandwiches, enchiladas, tacos, and much, much more. You can see the texture of bone-in chicken is different comparing to canning boneless chicken. I think the bone-in chicken meat has a much richer chicken flavor. This is everything from the quart jar, and this doesn't even include the extra fat that I trimmed off the chicken before canning. I had 4 bone-in chicken thighs in the jar, which produced a good 2 cups of meat. I have the meat gel and a little water to rinse out the jar. The chicken smelts I can use for making a roux, frying potatoes, or anything. And the chicken bones and fat I freeze and throw in when I'm making chicken broth. This might look like a science project going bad, but there's a lot of good eating in that jar of chicken. It's all usable and it's all good. Placing the jars on a towel in a draft-free area. These jars will be resting for 12 to 24 hours. After 12 hours, I remove the rings and make sure everything is sealed. I let them rest for the full 24 hours and then give them a wash, label, and place on the shelf. I hope I have given you some ideas and inspired you to attempt your own canning. Until next time, enjoy! If you like this video recipe, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button to receive my future recipes. Please feel free to share my channel with your friends and family. It really helps my channel grow and it is greatly appreciated. And until next time, much love!